So either raise your hand or write in the chat, who has had a successful salary negotiation and what happened? Anyone get a little extra money, maybe either for a new job or a performance review? Love to see if there's been any success in this room.
I could comment about unsuccessful salary negotiations.
Oh, let me tell you, that is my next one. So Ron, get us started with the
Oh,
bad.
oh, okay. Yeah. It's like every time I bring it up, it's like, I'm sorry, we just don't have the money. It didn't go much farther than that.
And sometimes it's a straight no, and you're like, all right, that wasn't my best. So we'll start with bad, first one. So who has had a bad salary negotiation? Just one that was not very successful. What happened? Felicia, you've had one? I know I've definitely had a bad salary negotiation or two before I knew the skills behind it. So you were not alone here. No bad experience. Oh, some have never negotiated. Excellent. Well, I'm glad I have some fresh blood in here today. This will be really fun. So there are some websites you can use because the first part of salary negotiation is you want to know your data. If you are bringing data points, it is a lot harder to argue. You can either say, I'd really like 5,000 extra just because I'm so fun and would be such a great employee. That doesn't really hold up. You need to bring actual data points. So the websites I tend to use are salary.com, the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, BLS, ZipRecruiter Salaries, Glassdoor Salaries, Career One Stop, Robert Half's Salary Guide, NerdWallet, and PayScale Salary Survey. They are not all completely pristine. You're not always going to get the exact number, but usually my first one tends to be Glassdoor, since that is submitted by actual people that have worked there, and they are required to submit either a review or their salary before they're able to even be on the website. So I like to use that one first because you can see people's specific salaries, and that will help you know, okay, am I already being lowballed? Is there a way that I can ask for a little bit more here? So this is your first stop, is looking at these different salary websites to get an idea of the mean median for your current position, for that company in general, etc. What if the company gives you a range upfront during the interview? Good question. So typically they're going to ask you at the beginning in that phone screen, what are you expecting salary wise? So I think that for that, you can either say, I would prefer to answer once I have a little more information about the company. If they give you a scale during the interview, you can say, that is excellent to know. Thank you. I appreciate you being upfront about the scale. So you can kind of dance around it a little bit till you get closer to the end. There is a way, I've seen it happen, where you say you're willing to take a little bit less, and then you get farther in the interview process, you get a little more information. In those cases, there is a way for you to kind of renegotiate at the end. That's when you need to bring really good points as to why you deserve the extra money. Typically, if you have enough years of experience, if you're slightly overqualified, you will absolutely be at the front end, like the most amount on the scale. If you're pretty like entry level for the position, or like you don't have the max experience they're looking for, typically they'll want to start you at the beginning of the range. So, which is an obvious kind of train of thought, but there is ways, even if you're at the mid level, to really ask for that extra top of the range.